Nothing in my way will make me be afraid, and I can feel it in my bones. Yeah, I can feel it in my soul. Yeah, I can feel it, no letting go, and I can feel it, it's getting close. I said I can't stand by anymore. Looking in from the outside, I know I can hold the phone. They can't keep my hands tied. I need strength to carry on without me pushing through. Oh, no one can save me from myself. I need force, breaking down the walls by force, keeping my head above the water, screaming till I lose my...
A beautiful afternoon for a fist fight. We are live at the Empire Fight Camp. My name is Todd Grisham, and watching this live with me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world, the fighters. This is just one of those things.
Time for our tale of the tape. Tyson Fury. He's so big and yet so light on his feet. No one moves around the ring quite like this man.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Manchester, England, and standing at 6 feet 9 inches, here is a sensational heavyweight champion of the world, the Gypsy King, Tyson.
How will these two fighters handle the outdoors? We're fighting under the... These athletes have promised us a war. Let's see if they deliver. Good punch. Beautiful counter punch. They better start respecting each other's punching power. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. He parries away the left uppercut. They exchange punches. A lot of pre-match drama, and they will settle their score under the sun here in this outdoor venue.
In such heat, the cornermen need to be able to do their job. Think about what they're doing. One to cool you down, one to ice you back, one to give you instructions in your head, and one to just calm you to tell you what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong. Because that's the most important thing. Forget about the heat. Forget about everything else.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Punch, counter punch. Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Every time they drop their guard, they get, despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about fury in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them. Finally, well, we've just taken a big breath, and here we go again. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
That counter shot lands. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be honest. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
The right hook just missed. Quick punch scores. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He threw a punch and just got countered. A counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. That counter punch caught him clean. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about fury in that last.
What's he doing?
Let's get it started in round 3. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Swing and a miss with the right hook. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That jab won't score. Counter punch. Can they figure out the combination to this safe?
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Got out of the way of that right hook. Good counter punching. He misses with that straight left. The perfect counter lands. does not score. Nice counter. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about fury in that. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They have no respect for each other's punching power. Counter punches have to hurt. And he scores with the counter. No rest for the weary. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter shot. Another scoring shot there. They blocked the left there. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about fury in that last round. Well, we're entering desperation mode here. Gonna need a knockout.
Wow, it's like two.
Time for the 5th round. That corner has got to find a way to get some momentum behind their fighter.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Beautiful counter shot. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Missing with that jab. The courage on display here is incredible. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
There's a counter shot. Well done with that counter shot. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about fury in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent.
On to the 6th round. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
And down goes Alexander Usyk. And it's a one-hitter quitter. What a knockout shot. Let's take another look.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So they're back on their feet, but let's see how much they have left in the tank.
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your eagles hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
Catch and shoot. They've got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Nice counter shot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Caught him. Perfect counter shot. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out yet. Here we go. It's round 7. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
That time counter shot. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've done in the ring with fights like that, and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
You wouldn't want to be on the receiving end of a shot from that heavyweight. Counter punch. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Unlucky to miss with that jab. His stamina is off the charts. The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? Good counter punch. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. How much cardio was put in for this? And we enter the 8th round. Let's see how much recovery they saw there in the last minute.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Those counter punches have to hurt. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Nice counter. Beautiful counter shot. Back and forth they go. Nice counter punch right up the middle. The perfect counter lands. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Some might have thought the